Hello everybody, welcome back to Under Review. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the Huskies and their bounce-back win against the number 25 ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. As we know, the Huskies have had some ups and downs the past couple of weeks, and this win was definitely needed to get not only boost their record and standing, but their confidence as a team. And without further ado, I'm Bree Carroll.
And I'm Prohaski. Let's get into it.
The first topic, or person, more so, that I'd like to discuss is, of course, Paige Bueckers. This past weekend, Paige tied with Maya Moore for the quickest UConn player to reach 1,000 career points in only 55 games. What does this say about Paige and her talent being able to achieve such a milestone?
I definitely think Paige is one of the best things to ever happen to this team. I mean, when you think of UConn women's basketball, she's bound to come to mind. I really do believe that Paige is going to go far. She just brings everything that you want to see in a player to the table, from her energy to her skills and talent. And it's just truly impressive being able to achieve something as big as scoring 1,000 points in 55 games. Paige seriously does have basketball talent, and to find so much of it in a 22-year-old player in a way that's kind of mind-blowing.
During the game, we saw Aaliyah Edwards, Nika Mule, and Paige all score in double digits. Aaliyah locked in a double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds, whereas Nika put up 12 points and 6 assists. We also saw freshman KK Arnold put up points on the board, as well as Ashlynn Shay, Aubrey Griffin, and Caden Samuels. How important is it for the Huskies to, quote, share the wealth, per se, and make sure everybody's contributing in this way? And do you think this brings us more success?
It's so important to, per se, share the wealth when it comes to points. I mean, not only does this create the chance to bring the players, new and old, to recognition, but even during a game, it allows the Huskies to grow as players and individuals. I mean, for a moment, let's just forget about making a lot of points in a game and focus on making good points in a game. Those are the points that fans will remember and the points that the players themselves will remember, and making those good points is key to not only skill development, but future career development and personal growth.
To piggyback off the topic of, quote, sharing the wealth, as we mentioned numerous times before, this UConn team has been depleted by injuries this season. AZ Fudd, as we know, is unfortunately out for the season with an ACL and MCL tear. Ayanna Patterson is out, and her return is to be determined, same with Caroline Ducharme. And Jonna Elefie is out for the season with an Achilles tear. In the past, we've seen our players tend to rely too much on one player, whether that be Paige, AZ, Aaliyah, etc. Given the injuries and the team almost being forced to pull their weight and not rely on one person, how do you think that will help strengthen and build the team in the long run and prepare them for March?
Connecting back to what we talked about with the growth of the team before, I think that the injuries that the Huskies are facing right now are definitely factoring into the way that we've been playing, but also allowing the team to strengthen, especially with AZ and Caroline being upperclassmen and having more experience on the team than the freshmen right now. It's giving those freshmen opportunities to grow into being a college athlete, and it's really exposing them to talent challenges that they would ultimately have to face in the future.
During the North Carolina game and also during the Ball State game, Ashlynn Shay made a great impact, racking up a career-high 17 points and 1 assist during the Ball State game. During the North Carolina game, she tallied up 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shade also broke the starting lineup and was honored with Big East Freshman of the Week. How is her specific performance and her ability to continue to perform at this level important to the team, especially as a freshman, and how big of a testament is it to UConn's talent?
If Ashlynn continues to keep up the great work that she's been putting and the points that she's been making for the team, I think she has so much potential in representing the team as a whole, especially as a freshman. I mean, from the start, she's honestly swept us off our feet, and she plays utterly impressively.
Unfortunately, it is finals week here at UConn, so the Huskies won't be playing until this Saturday, December 16th, against the number 18th ranked Louisville at home. Louisville has notable wins against teams like Ole Miss, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, and they also have a notable win against number 21 ranked Gonzaga. Louisville's offense is spread across the board with players that have an average of 12 points per game, 11 points per game, 9 points per game, etc. However, Louisville's defense is ranked number 14 in the ACC conference. Given these stats and what we know about the Huskies, do you think the Huskies will have to do to ensure an important win against the Cardinals?
If the Huskies stay on the roll that they've been on these last 2 games, I think we have a good shot at ensuring that win against the Cardinals. Since their defense is ranked number 14 in the ACC right now, if we capitalize on the fact that their defense isn't the strongest, we can definitely use that to our advantage.
Thanks for watching this episode of Under Review. The Huskies, as previously mentioned, will be taking on the Louisville Cardinals on December 16th at the XL Center in Hartford. We will be entering our holiday break hiatus until January, where we will recap that game as well as the other games the Huskies will play against opponents that include Butler, Creighton, Marquette, St. John's, and Providence, all Big East play. But until then, I'm Bree Carroll.
And I'm Kat Prohaski.
Thanks for watching.